Hello everybody and welcome back to Slay the Spire. Today is the 11th of January. As you can see down here on the 01/11/28, that was the new patch released today. So let's see if there's any changes. I don't really care about stuff like bug fixing and stuff like that. That's okay. What I do care about is gameplay. Adding a minion power to let players know that they die when their leader dies. That's interesting. Awaken 1 changes. Form 2 doesn't remove buffs anymore. Dark echo damage 40 to 32. So when you use powers and the Awaken 1 transforms in second form, any buffs he had from the powers or from using powers he keeps, which is a little bit frustrating. Awaken 1 changes. Form 2 16 damage attack is a 12 damage, and Form 2 12 times 2 attack is now 10 times 2 attack. So 4 damage there, 4 damage there, not really amounting to much, as his buffs will probably give him more. Awaken rework 300 HP 320, 200 240. So they buffed, they pretty much curiosity 3 to 2. I don't actually know what curiosity is. They pretty much buffed the Awaken. It makes sense, he was weak. Bronze armor hyper beam damage increased. How is that balanced? That was like the only thing that was pretty strong still. Feed no longer works on minions. Update disk to reflect this log. Okay, I don't know what that means. Golden Arrow event option updates 20 to 25% damage and 5 to 8% max damage. Oh no! Oh, that sucks, man. Maximum gold score bonus you can gain is 300. Now 3,000. Maximum gold score bonus you gain is 300 now. 3,000 gold. Oh, so you, like what I said about people abusing the game to like just pile up gold, and you have thousands of golds, and then you'll get a shitload of added bonus. So they changed that. Sentry now gives you days instead of wounds. That sucks. Sentry enemies max HP is raised by 2 to compensate. I don't understand. I guess wounds stick forever, days do evaporate. So I guess you could almost say that it was a nerf there, and they gave him 2 HP, which really doesn't matter. You can now gain the You Are Nothing achievement on Awaken 1 if you defeat him Form 1 in 1 turn. Oh, that's huge. That's actually huge. And you can only get both a curse or card removal in the same now risk reward option. You can only get both a curse and a card removal in the same neo risk reward option. You can no longer get a curse and card removal. So I guess there's that option to remove cards from your deck as one of the options from now. Or there's one of the things is like remove cards from your deck but get a curse. Now there's probably going to be like only remove a cards and get a curse, or don't remove, or only remove cards. It's not both. You can't have both. It's 2 options. And you can only retrieve an exhume card using exhume. Of course, that makes sense. You could just infinitely stack that pretty much to keep pretty much just keep that Ironwood branch stack going forever and ever. And if you have something like letter opener, you could just one shot stuff. I guess that is kind of a balance, and a lot of other stuff that I didn't really care too much about. So that's pretty much all I cared about. So let's jump into this with an Ironclad one. I feel like it's been a while since I played Ironclad, and also, although you might have seen Ironclad, because 2 episodes I recorded you have not seen because my PC crashed and I lost with him. So, excuse me, reach the boss, receive my blessing. I did reach the boss. Maybe patch fucked me over. I don't know. Well, anyway, who cares? It's not gonna matter. Like, if this is floor 1, at this point we seriously just don't give a f about floor 1. Like, we know floor 1. We've lived on floor 1. We've owned floor 1. So we're going to do 18 damage there and pass the turn. Hopefully get bash and strike. Yeah. We're going to take 6, but that's fine because we'll heal 6 as long as we get 2 strikes. We Gucci. If we get 1 strike, we'll just use 2 blocks and then we'll end it the turn off that. So we're not going to take any damage from this fight regardless of how it might happen. So not a problem. So yeah, I feel like since the game has been changed a little bit, the different problems I'm finding is that the Silent feels a lot weaker at the moment than the Ironclad, and I feel like it just wants to, it kind of forces you to just want to play the Ironclad the whole time. So it's a little bit difficult. I'm going to use the Defend here, I'm going to use a Pommel Strike here, get a Bash and use a Strike there, and end my turn. You only hit these guys once each because they're going to crawl up and it's going to require more hits to kill. Now we can kill both of them as long as we get 2 strikes, which is definitely happening. So this fight's already over, going pretty well. So oh no, we are weakened, something to keep in mind. So we can only kill 1. So we probably want to block the 5 damage coming from there and kill this Laos in front. That way we're still going to not take any damage. I did forget about the weaken there, so a little bit of a miscalculation, but hopefully not too dramatic. 1 bash should kill it, so it will be fine if we get 1. We didn't. He's dead regardless, so it really doesn't matter. pretty easy, pretty straightforward so far. Nothing special, nothing going. Because I'm going to take anger here. I do like anger, and some of our most successful ones have been with anger. So where are we going with... yeah, I'll definitely do that. Thank you very much. Where are we going with... Oh, I wish I went to a merchant now, but... Shit. The merchant's far. Okay, we got to take a lot of damage with that regret card. But... oh, doubt. Oh, it's doubt's not even regret. That's actually not that bad. So we're going to bash, we're going to defend. We're going to get weakened. But he is vulnerable. So we're doing 25% less damage, but then we're doing 50% more damage. So we're doing 25% more damage effectively. I'm not sure how the math works. So let's take anger. Anger did 4. It now does 3 because that's 25% less. And then does 50% more. So that will mean it will do 4. Yeah. So it does exactly the same. Anger because it's a low amount. What if you take something like Palm Strike, which was 9? Was it 9? I think it was 9, but now it's 6. 6 is 33.3%, so it should have been 10 for it to be 6, to be 25. Even 25 and 10 is 2.5, so that would leave it at 7. Maybe it rounds up, I don't know. So that did 6, but now it should do 8. 10. 6 plus 6. So they're really rounding up in a weird way that I can't seem to figure out. A little bit frustrating for me, a little bit frustrating. I'm not going to lie to you. We're going to Pommel Strike here. Okay, we're going to defend once, and I think even though we are weakened, we'll strike once again anyway, just to get him to a point where we can probably kill him next turn. We're not going to have vulnerable anymore, but it shouldn't matter really much. That's actually perfectly fine for me. You can buff yourself a little bellow or a little jawworm. I almost said bellow worm because he uses bellow, but you can buff yourself a little jawworm. I don't care. Doubt, doubt is going to wreck me tremendously. This is really bad for me, but it's fine. We won't take damage at least, but that sucks. He'll definitely die next turn. There's almost no way he survives. Looking at this, there's definitely no way he survives, but I prefer to have killed him that last turn. I feel like that was a bit of a squandered play by us. Need to start playing slightly better and slightly smarter. I think you want to go heavy blade here just for some form of DPS. We don't actually have a lot of DPS in the deck, and we don't have any flexes or anything along those lines yet, so it's not like it's going to be dramatically important for us. I think you actually should have vulnerable this man, and then you anger this man, and then you defend. I think that's the play. We're going to take some damage here, but we only got 1 defense. We didn't have much choice. The Laos and Jawworm combo is actually kind of frustrating for us. I'm not going to lie to you. It really destroys us, and it's a little bit unfortunate. He did die though, so this guy's going to buff himself once. We can kill him before we take too much damage, so he'll be fine. He's not going to actually buff, he's going to make us weaker, which is actually perfect. Not a problem for me at all. I'm 100% accepting of that. I didn't need to strike there, but I mean, what else could I have done there? I didn't have another option to use any form of attack, so it's fine. I really do like anger. It's just a good card. Oh, I should have probably blocked at some point. I had 2 energy left. Well, that was a giant misplay. I'm going to pay a massive price for it. And that's what I get for playing fast and loose. I thought he was dead. That was the problem. So I messed up a little bit, but it's okay. Metallicize, we haven't seen it all. Let's take it. Elite. Yeah, I'll fight Elite. It was the wrong Elite to fight. The one I definitely don't want to fight. So we're going to start off with Generation Potion immediately. We're going to Metallicize. We're going to use 1 strike. And we're going to use 1 block. And we're going to take 1 trillion and 1 damage. But there's nothing we can do about it. I hate U3, and I just want to know why do I always get U3 when I play as the Ironclad. I never get the other 2 when I play as Ironclad. I get U3, but when I play as the my good friend the Silent, then I never get U3. I always get the other one. So it's like extremely interesting. I wonder if that has been physically worked into the game like that to screw you over, or if it's just me getting a little bit unlucky. It's possible. It's happened to me before. Quite often, actually. And so let's use a little anger here, get a little more angry, and we are healing up super slowly but surely with the regeneration rune, and that's why I popped it. The regeneration potion, rather, I should say, is the correct name for it. We should probably be attacking the back one, as it only has 36 HP, and obviously getting these as low as possible, as soon as possible, is the best play. But since we've committed to the front guy, I'm going to commit. No blocks, man. Really unfortunate with the no blocks in our deck. This is ridiculous. I guess we have only taken attack cards since the start. We took Metallicize, so we did take 1 defensive card, but it's a power card, so it doesn't really give us the kind of defense we were hoping for. So that is really unfortunate that we got weakened there from Doubt. So Doubt is actually coming to bite us in the ass extremely hard, but that's just because there were no shops on our map. We got a very shitty positioning on the maps and in the shops, so that really hurt us. We are weakened, so we're going to need to use anger and a strike to kill this, which is very unfortunate, but Not the end of the world. The weekend will run out now. Sorry. Oh no, we just got weekend again from Doubt. My bad. Just then, like, Immolate doesn't look completely bad right now. I can actually see Immolate being... I'm gonna heavy strike this for more, just straight up more DPS. I think Immolate is actually something we can look at getting, as we do get wound cards, status cards, we have the curse card. There's a lot of stuff in our deck we would like to destroy with Immolate. So Immolate is definitely something we can look to in the future if it pops up. Although I think we should try and get something more defensive right now if there is something. Oh, that helps. That actually helps a lot. Another Metallicus? I mean, why not? Why not? Bonfire enemy or bonfire question? I'm going to bonfire and upgrade the one of the Metallicizers so we can start getting those Metallicizers up. If we have 2 Metallicizers, that's 4 block every turn guaranteed, and that could be huge late game. Talking about the... Wow, that was the most unlucky I've ever seen. Talking about the... Oh my goodness. I'm trying to say something game. Let me speak. Talking about... Oh, we're going to fight an elite, so that's actually really bad. We have to heal up very hard. Oh, that's huge. Heal the HP or max HP. Ooh, I want to heal the HP instead, I think. Looking at this, we should probably heal the HP. We are going to fight another elite, and I would like to not fight elites on too low. At 48, though, I feel tempted to just upgrade another Metallicize. Really doesn't feel bad, though. I think I'm actually going to go for that play. Anyone we fight, the Lagavulin is super good. The Ra will be bad. We, of course, got the Ra, so a little bit unfortunate, but not the end of the world. So I think you start off like that. You have one of these, and now this is a very interesting question. You do 14 damage here, 8 is 14 damage, but this is going to get stronger. So using the Rampage is definitely probably... I'm going to use the potion here, because I think I'm a little bit too good to use Syndrome when it comes to potions, and I think that's something I need to work on. And I just need to realize, you know, potion's not worth it if you're dead. It doesn't help if you're dead. We're going to definitely Metallicize here, we're going to strike, we're going to take some damage. Not a lot, because we do have 8 Metallicize armor coming, so it's not a lot of damage actually. And that is why I chose to go for the Metallicize over the other play. Was simply my logic being, actually use this here, even if he gets upgraded, we're going to go to 16 take no damage. My logic was being that we would take less damage from enemies, which would save us in the long run, and hopefully will result in a situation of us being able to kill enemies faster, and that is exactly what happened. Exactly what happened. So I think that was an extremely good elite fight. Come on, give me something extremely defensive or something that gives me card draw or card cycling, anything along those lines. There's Immolate. We spoke about Immolate, but I think Burning Pact is the one you actually want. We can get rid of the curse card, and we need to go this to get to the merchant. We can get rid of the curse card as well as drawing 2 cards. So either way you look at that's just really good for us. So I'm actually going to use the Feign and 2 Metallicus and defend here, and I know that's weird, but I'm doing it specifically to not take damage against this monster, and we will kill him eventually. So it's not like he won't die. He will die. We know he will die. There's our second Metallicus, which is used, and we will go for a bash into a anger. We're not going to be able to attack next turn, I'm pretty sure, but it won't be a problem if we just block and then attack the turn after. Look, the Slaver is very not difficult, it's definitely not the right word, but it is a frustrating guy to play against. And getting weakened there is huge. It's actually makes it really, really bad for us, and I'm a little bit upset that happened. He's vulnerable weight off 1 turn earlier than I anticipated. I do find that odd. Definitely have to go for the Feint here. I think you go for a Rampage here, and then I think the right play is definitely go for a Strike. We're going to have 16 armor, so we're going to take 3 damage, but that's just because we're vulnerable. If we weren't vulnerable, we would have been fine. And if we weren't weak either, we'd probably be fine. So we got a lot of income damage, so 1 defend here feels good. And I think you do go for the bash instead of the heavy blade, which is like... It's like an argument he made, which one was the better option, because I think we kill him regardless of what we get, but I was thinking like, you know what, in case I get a very shitty hand, at least the bash will go over to another turn, and that will be huge. It's obviously Shockwave is the right choice. Uppercut is really good though, but I think Shockwave is the choice. Okay, give me Apotheosis. Apotheosis. Look, Trip is really good, don't get me wrong. Armaments is really good. I think the Frog is okay. Vulnerable things take even more damage. I don't have enough I mean, Trip gives vulnerable though. I actually think Paper Frog might just be the best option here. We want to remove the curse immediately, but the reason we want to remove the curse immediately, so I'm going to do that. I think we want to get armaments here. And you want to get paper fog here. The reason we take paper fog is simply because we have trip, and trip gives us there's like a big argument made for rupture, because rupture is really good, and I didn't know rupture was really good, and I now understand how rupture works, and it's really good. But I actually don't need to rest here. That's great. Let's upgrade a card. I think the card you want to definitely upgrade here is probably Shockwave. 5 turns of vulnerable and 5 turns of weak is just, there's no arguing how good that is. There's just no one can argue. No one can say to me, listen, that's a bad card, because you can't. It's just not. So I'm gonna definitely straight up, let's do it right now. Let's go. Let's go. Get that DPS pumping. So he's gonna like buff himself now, but I don't think it's gonna matter with his vulnerability for 6 turns. He's pretty much eternally vulnerable. So as long as we keep attacking. So probably the right choice is to, oh wait, if we're armaments we can't do rampage and heavy blade. Probably the right choice is actually just to straight up rampage this and then just heavy blade it. Yeah, I think you actually just heavy blade this, honestly. That's the most damage output possible in your turn. So his armor is going to go away, and next turn we can block and attack. We do need to keep our HP, conscious about HP, only on 51 HP. It's not the greatest HP you've ever seen. Oh, Metallicize is so good. So I do think you trip him here. I think that's definitely the right choice. You do defend, and you get 1 attack in. It takes us to that. We're taking 6 currently. So I think you take another attack, and you tank 3 damage. Honestly, I think it's worth it. We did 9, we're tanking 2. It's definitely worth it in my opinion. We tanked actually slightly more than 2, because we took 1 extra damage from the thing. So we do need blocks here heavily. So Metallicize will give us 8. That will block 1 of those. I will block all of those, and then you strike once, and we'll take some damage once again. Not much. Like no, we take 9. We take 9. Sorry, I never learned how to do sums when I was in school, so I do struggle sometimes when it comes to these more complicated equations. Do we just strike him here for 9, 8, 12? Yeah, I'm gonna block. I can play slightly more passive here. It's not like this is the Guardian. It's the easiest of all bosses. I would love more weakness in my deck. He's not going to be weak anymore. So from this point onwards, we're going to start taking big damage. But that is exactly what I was hoping for him to go for a buff. And we want to make sure that we... Oh, to 10. We need to like milk this for as much damage as possible. So I think you want to rampage here. Wait, why are we gaining energy? I don't... Oh, we haven't used any energy. Okay. You want to rampage here, I'm pretty sure. And he's going to have defensive, which is what I was worried about. So the reason I did that with it, I think that was the most possible physical damage to his HP bar we could do, and I'm very happy with that play. So no, I'm very happy. That's a little unfortunate, but it's actually very good. Now I can use armaments, upgrade, pommel strike, and then I'll use the fair, and I will actually use pommel strike, which will give me anger, and I will use anger too. That's not a problem for me. So we're definitely going to take no damage because of double Metallicize, looking sexy, looking very sexy. So I would love to just have blocked here. Don't get me wrong. I would have really loved to have just blocked here. But since that isn't an option, I do think I should go for the straight up kill. If I can. No. If I can. Oh, he's dead. Easy. Very, very easy, boss. I think we have a pretty good build going here. What do we need in our build? We need to think about that before we go further. So we have Metallicize. We would love something to synergize with Burning Pact. We would love anything that creates weakness on our enemy. We're going to need that for Book of Stabbings. Anything that gives us strength so we can make Heavy Blade better. So anything that gives us weakening enemies, strengthening ourselves, or what was the final thing? Any form of like a good power maybe. Reaper's pretty okay, but it's not great. Exhume is pretty much pointless for us. I think Impervious might be fine. Maybe we just take Reaper. It's just like it doesn't. I'm gonna take Impervious, but I don't like Impervious. But I'm gonna take Impervious anyway. It's a hard one. It's really a hard one. But I think Impervious might just be the thing we need to. Whenever you open the chest, obtain a curse. Well, the question is, can I keep paying to remove curses long enough to get the benefit of? We do need a 4th mana creation item. It is so critical to winning the 2nd and 3rd floor, specifically the 3rd floor. So I'm gonna take the curse key. I'm going to hope we don't get too effed on the chests in the city, but we'll check how that goes from now. So it looks like our timer is reaching a bad positioning for me. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do half of this fill, maybe up till this chest or this rest spot. or possibly up to this risk. This risk got 2 elites in a row, 3 elites on that path, so that's a very tempting path to go, and I think I'm actually going to do it. I think our deck feels strong-ish, stronger, I don't know the exact wording, but I think you start with a Shockwave, you make all of them do 0, you go Metallicize, you go Rampanje. You should probably attack the guy at the least HP is a good idea. We should have probably not split the damage I get at all, but who actually cares? I do, by the way. I actually care. So, like with Metallicized, this Metallicized deck, the Shockwave, it's so good. Shockwave is actually so good, and I'm extremely upset that I've been underestimating Shockwave all this time. It makes me a little bit annoyed. I'm not going to lie to you guys. But, yeah, it's my own fault. Like, I straight up underestimated the card. I'm definitely going to go for 2 strikes here to rather knock this guy down. And then I might just trip maybe you because you're on the highest HP now, end of turn there. So he's dead next turn no matter what. And if I can just knock one of these 2 down by getting an Anger possibly and 3 attacks, then I'll be in a very good position. Bum, 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 bum. Because look, all we want to do is we want to knock them down so we don't take damage. We don't really care about anything else. We don't have the knockdown, unfortunately. We could Burning Pact and get rid of the defend, but that would leave us... I mean, yeah, that's actually not a bad idea. I'm actually going to go for that play. Get rid of the defend with Burning Pact. Draw 2 cards. We got not good cards in return, so we will use this to kill you, good sir, and then we will use this to kill you, maybe. 7-12, you will not die. So I think you go for a strike, and you go for a... we're going to take 1. You know what? I'll take 1. I'm actually fine with 1. 1 damage, not a problem. Anything more than 1 damage, then we would have had a problem. Bronze Scales will be very good for our build. With the Metallicized Bronze Scales combo will be very, very nice. Orichalcum is probably very, very good too. I would love you not to hit me. I don't think that's an option. So I think what we do is we just make sure we kill this man. And he is definitely, excuse me, dead. And then I'll just go this and this. So we're having like a mana overflow. Very interesting for me. How do you work every 3 turns? I love you, Mr. Happy Flower. You're so good. You're so happy. Bum, bum. Okay, so I think just straight up, you just knock this man down. You knock him to the ground. You say, it's time for you to go to sleep, my birdie friend. And then we took 1 damage on that fight. And that's very good for the 3 birds. The 3 birds have been a nuisance to us in the past. So our deck has definitely got something going for it. What I am not even sure of, but I do believe. Okay, Intimidate is good. Weak to everything. Intimidate plus even. So I'm actually going to go for that. I'm going to go to the question mark. We want to make our way to the elite. I'm a little bit scared of fighting elites. I don't know if we're strong enough for that, but I will receive a relic for 85 gold. It's always worth it. Orichalcum and Metallicize is so good together. We're probably never going to need a block in that way. Bum, bum, bum. So I actually want a Burning Pact Impervious right off the bat. Probably just trip this man. So I don't think Shockwaving here is good. I think you just Heavy Strike, Strike, Strike. You do as much physical damage as possible on the first turn, because he's going to daze us, so we're not going to even use skills from this point onwards. Powers count though as well for daze cards if I'm correct, so getting Metallicize up is going to be costly for us, but hopefully not too costly. Ooh, that is very nice. Very, very nice. I'm going to go with a Bash into an Anger play, into a Strike. Do I Metallicize here? I think I Metallicize. Even if I get 1 daze card in the deck, it's not that critical for me right now. And I feel I will probably kill him next turn with the 4 stacks of vulnerable. I don't really see him surviving. 48 damage is scary. I'm not going to lie to you. So we need to make sure we kill him here. This is going to do 7. It's going to leave him on 17. We actually can't kill him. So we don't want to take the damage. So I think what you do is you Armaments. Make Rampage better. Strike him with Rampage. And then you defend. And Metallicize. I think that's the play. And we take literally 0 damage from him. And he should die next turn. The thing is, he weakened us, and I didn't actually see that weaken. And that weaken is costing us way more than I'd like to admit. But with 11 damage coming through here, we just needed any card draw. We got 9. I don't even know why I defended there. That was completely unnecessary. Please don't be 4 daze cards. Yeah, no, he's dead next turn. Okay. I was like, please don't be 4 daze cards, and I'll lose. I'll take unnecessary damage. I'd be very upset. But luckily for us, it was not that, and we did get 1 strike at least. Then that's a pretty good 0 damage taken. Maybe we do have something going for us here. So let's look at what we got. Would we want to do it? I mean, we can make copies on Metallicize, and we can just full out. We can make ourselves infinite Metallicize, basically. I don't know if it's a good idea, but why not? You know, why not is the actual question. Shop, I'm actually happy to see you, but I think with the amount of money I have, there's not much I can do. Let's see. Iron Wave is okay. Letter Open is very good. Energy Potion, Strength Potion is good. Maybe I get rid of the... but see, all of these are... maybe I get rid of this and I just straight up buy the Strength Potion. It might be worth it. as our heavy strike will do slightly more. If you guys hear a little slurping noise in the background, I do apologize about that. That is actually the air cooler I have running. It is extremely hot where I live currently, and I need it or I will not be here. I would be dead. So this is a very unfortunate like start to this fight. I'm actually going to use Intimidate because that means for at least like the turn after this they can't really hurt me, and I think it's definitely worth it in the long run. Like they're gonna hit, but they only hit for 4 each, if I remember correctly. So because that week will go over 1 more turn. So I think it was definitely worth it, just to get us that extra turn of stuff. We have a lot of energy, so using it will be very smart. So 1 is dead. We've killed 1 and upgraded the Fen card, and end our turn. So next turn the big damage is coming, so we need to take another Cultist up as soon as possible. Drawing a shockwave here might be good. There we go. That's actually amazing. Although we could do the metallicized dual wield thing, I think we'll take too much damage, so I'm gonna have to start with a shockwave. Let's use the energy, and then let's dual wield this metallicize. Let's drop 2 metallicize on us, and I think we just go for Palmer Strike as it will do the most damage. We're gonna get 2 card draws, which is a little bit, or 1 card draw, which is actually not that bad. So there we go. Orichalcum Metallicize do stack, and that is going to be amazing for block value for me. Absolutely amazing. So we don't actually need to block. We're getting 14 block every turn. Now it's not enough to stop this, of course, but we might be able to kill 1, and then we won't have to worry. Actually, if we drop a 3rd Metallicize, we definitely won't have to worry, because then we're going to have 18 block, which is exactly enough to stop all the damage coming in from the enemies. We could have used the block there and would have given us up to 20. So, I mean, that is an argument to be made. I may be mistaken. That's making a lot more noise than I anticipated. I do apologize about that slurping noise in the background. It's annoying me, so if it's annoying me, it's probably annoying you. But, yeah, that's just sucky, man. So let's dual wield the strike card here. We have like a trillion turns where we're never going to take damage. So straight up, we can just keep on attacking at this point. 18 armor every turn, guaranteed. With us playing 0 defense cards is beautiful, absolutely. And I would love to make many more synergies revolving around that. So more dual wields, possibly, stuff like that. Entrench, not good. Pommel strike, okay. Twin strike, okay. But I think, you know what, this is a skip situation. We're going to fight our first elite, and after we fight this elite, we'll decide which route we want to take. Do we want to go to the other side, or do we want to just maybe leave? So it's a little bit of a toughie, I'm not going to lie to you. We have 49 HP and a 50 HP. So this is the guy you always take out first. This guy doesn't matter, he gives us wounds, I don't really care. I do think you pop a strength potion here. I think that is definitely the right play. Then I'm going to go for armaments. I'm going to actually upgrade the bash so we get 3 vulnerable. I'm going to put 3 vulnerable on man in the back, because I do think that's the play I want to go. We're going to put 2 vulnerable on the man in the front, because he's going down next. And we attack, and we attack. So he almost died on turn 1. That was huge. We're going to take a lot of damage here, like an absolute lot, because all of them attacked, which was very unfortunate for us. And I'm not upset, of course. I just wish they hadn't. I would have been a happier man had they not. So I think you do intimidate here is the definitely right play. And you make sure this man dies. Because he's the one that he makes it you can't attack. And that is absolutely ridiculous. We're going to use both defenses. We haven't got any of our metallicizers up yet. I mean, our Calcum is activating for 6 armor. But we haven't got any of our metallicizers up yet. So I think it is a good idea. We didn't take that much damage. We're actually at a point where we could probably out-heal the damage we're taking. So that's something to keep in mind. We're probably going to do, we'll make a copper metallicize. And then just play metallicize. And now we can start like ending our turns and getting 10 armor every turn. And we're going to tank damage for now, but within a turn or 2, we will actually probably stop tanking damage in all entirety. Which means we might be able to like start abusing the system. Something like that. We do have another metallicize in our deck, so I think you do go for the metallicize straight off the bat. You go for the strike straight off the bat. You go for another strike, and you end our turn. So far so good. I'm actually very happy with this deck so far. The curse is still going to hurt us, definitely. We're going to get chased, it's guaranteed. And unfortunately, we do not have the money required to make the... I mean, I can armaments and just upgrade strike, honestly. Like, it's still worth it, even if we get 1 less armor because of not having Orichalcum. It's still definitely worth it against this guy. He doesn't hit very hard, luckily, the Taskmaster, but I am slightly worried that we're we get to a situation where, oh my god, this is actually beautiful. I'm in love with this deck. Okay, 60 Metallicized, baby, let's go. I'm worried that we get to a situation where we don't have the money to get rid of the curse cards, and we get very, oh my god, very dangerous curse cards that just destroy us. So we're gonna get a curse here, and this next shop is there. And I don't think we're gonna have enough money in that time, but I'm gonna go for it nonetheless. Do I need to heal? I don't think so. I feel I'm way high enough, so let's just upgrade the Metallicized and have another Metallicized in the deck. It's as if they're trying to tell me something. I should play Metallicized more. So this is the guy I was kind of worried about. So this is probably the new minion thing. Yeah, minion. Minion's a banner combat without their leader. So that's that new minion thing that they're talking about. I'm actually going to use Burning Pact here and get rid of this defend. And it gave me Metallicized. So that's straight off the bat as well. So we're taking 8, but we get a 10 defense. So I think you do kill the fat gremlin, as he's a problem. He makes me weak, and being weak is very frustrating. This guy I don't care about. He's only going to hit me for 4 forever. Metallicized is going to negate all his damage. So as long as... Oh, he's going to hit me for 7 now. That's actually a problem. That's actually a problem. But we can Metallicize nonetheless. I'm going to weak potion this man. And I'm going to actually choose to pommel strike him too. Give him trip. That's good. I think you rampage him. And then I think you heavy strike him. So we're going to take some damage here. We need to accept that. And we actually take quite a lot of damage here. I'm going to poison this man as well. 14 armor though. 14 armor is nothing to sneeze at. Nothing to sneeze at. But we're going to have to make our way to a bonfire as soon as possible. I think you Metallicize. And you definitely Intimidate. We didn't get to use dual wield Metallicize, which is a little bit irritating, but not the end of the world. So let's hit this man. I mean, it doesn't matter if we block or not. We're not going to take damage at this point. I think, though, that we need to kill this guy soon, or this guy's going to keep buffing him, and he's actually going to get to a point where it's a bit scary. He's already hitting us for 10 a turn, and 10 a turn is pretty much negating our entirety of our... There we go. So he's dead. It was a difficult decision for me to make. I wasn't sure if I should go for the kill thing, but I think this is a situation we go for the kill. We do need to kill this man, though, as this man will keep making himself stronger and stronger and stronger. So it's always an argument to make about what is the right play. I don't think we can actually kill here without dual wield, so I'm gonna have to dual wield pommel strike. Our armament's pommel strike. I should have armaments first. I think that's probably the right play, but anger is actually used for us. We won't actually kill. Maybe pommel strike again. There we go. Let's anger this man, and then we can Burning Pact. Maybe get rid of the defend card, get 2 more cards, and we got nothing we can play. So that's a little bit unfortunate, but this man has to go down very soon. We need to actually start focusing him down. He will buff them all to a point where they destroy me, but I can't take this damage from these little guys. That's the problem. I can't tank the damage from the little guys. So I'm going to vulnerable this man, and I'm going to attack. Attack, and I will use the defend. It really doesn't matter. So we could probably kill him in like 2 more turns. So if I'm willing to tank 2 attacks, what should be fine. A wizard's good. A fat boy is not good. Fat boy is really bad for us. 30 something damage incoming. Are you serious? Wow. I think in that case I do want to go for an anger play, another anger play, a bash play, a strike play, and a strike play. So he's dead to poison, and then we should win. Oh my goodness, that was actually lucky. We were actually very lucky. That could have gone very, very bad very fast. So that poison was critical. Auto War sucks for my deck. Clothesline Plus is really good, but I would prefer not to take any more cards currently. But Clothesline's very good for us. Applies 3 week. We do have Shockwave for week, and we have another weak card if I'm correct. Shockwave and Intimidate. You know what? I think it's going to say this is skip time too. Say thank you, but no thank you. So we're going to get a curse now. Please don't be morality or regret. That's clumsy. That's great. I actually like clumsy. Flex is good. Flex is always good. Thunderclap's also pretty good, but I think flex is what you want. It's a flex plus even, so it's even more tasty. So clumsy is okay. I really don't mind. Clumsy is not that horrible for us. Obviously straight up start with Intimidate, like no doubt. You want to flex it up in here. Strike. I kind of am regretting not having, definitely normal defend because or combat only go 6. I'm kind of regretting not having that bag of preparation, which will let me draw 2 more cards. At this point that would be game changingly good for us. So there's some Metallicize. So we do the normal Metallicize things. Metallicize. You go for a trip. He's vulnerable. You go for a strike. You did 10. You end your turn. And yeah, that's pretty good. That's unfortunately way too much damage coming in. So we're going to start with this. We're going to go for Rampage. We're going to go for Pommel Strike. We're going to end our turn. So we're going to get 14 armor. So we're taking 1. I'm actually fine with that. Take 1 damage. I'm actually fine with that. I can accept 1 damage. 1 damage doesn't scare me as much as death does. Heavy Blade should do it. Yeah, easy. That's great. That's absolutely great. That wasn't bad at all. Combust is actually so good, but I think Shrug It Off is the card you want. We have so much energy. I think Shrug It Off is the card you want. So we're gonna go to the question mark of the Sneko. No, not Sneko. I would have been fine with anyone other than Sneko. Okay, so let's think. How do you want to approach this? We can't deal with Heavy Blade because we can't cast Heavy Blade twice. But I think you definitely Heavy Blade. That's like what you do. And then I think you just end your turn. That's very, very unfortunate. That is so unfortunate. But we do have almost half his HP bar gone in 1 attack. I just wish I had 2 attacks in my deck there instead. So this is horrible. This is exactly what I was worried was going to happen. So we're going to start with Pommel Strike because we can. And then we're going to Impervious because we can. And we're going to end our turn. So pretty much here we just have to sit slowly and wait while we try and chip away at the Sneko's HP and pray for a turn we get a little bit lucky, and that's not too bad. Out of the multiple badness that we could have had, that one's the not too bad option. We are going to choose to Metallicize here instead of striking, and we'll use our potion. We have to use our potion. This is Sneko, and I don't play games when it comes to Sneko. I was supposed to end the episode a while ago, and I've realized this, but I've got to the point where I'm committed, and because I'm committed, I'm going to keep going. If I'm with Burning Pack and get rid of the strike, I don't give a shit about no 3 mana costing strike, baby. I do, however, want to Intimidate for freezies. Shrug It Off for 1. That's good. Oh my god, free Metallicize. So sometimes like the free stuff kind of work out, but it's way more often that you lose out in the deal. So I really don't like Sneko, and I do not like Snake Eye, and I do not like anything that ONG is pretty much. Like you were dead. You were supposed to be dead, but now you're not dead, and that's frustrating. We'll Pommel Strike and vulnerable, and you're still dead. Okay, so he's still dead, but that was just a little bit of, I think, a situation where our deck is pretty strong. Oh, Rupture. That sucks. We could have had Rupture and Combust combo, and that would have been great for us. But I'm going to also choose to... I mean, I don't want to add cards to my deck unnecessarily, so I'm actually just going to choose to skip this. Question mark. And then we can remove a card by the shop, so we'll be able to get rid of the 1 curse. Can I afford to take this much damage? I think I can. Let's go. It was the card I was hoping for, so that's good. Ooh, we're going to fight an elite after that. I can't really fight an elite after that. What elite will we fight? So we fought... What elites did we fight in this episode? We fought the Gremlins. That's the Book of Stabbing. Fuck no. How about F no game? I'm not fighting no Book of Stabbing, okay? Sometimes in life, a man just needs to understand the position he's in. I looked at my situation, and I realized that I was in a situation where I did not care. Not care. One tiny bit. To fight that Book of Stabbing. Probably didn't need to use the potion, the poison potion there, but he's dead next turn. I can straight up start focusing the parasite, so I'm gonna be happy with that play nonetheless. I mean, that was an okay thing to get out of the book, so I'm not too sad about that. I'll Intimidate for funsies, so I don't care. I'll use armaments, I don't care. I'll upgrade a strike. I'll use defend. I will strike you. I'll strike you again. I'll end my turn. I'm happy about that. How do you feel about that game? I feel good. So I think I'm going to stop at the bonfire. It's going to be a little bit of a longer episode here, but hopefully you guys don't mind. Hopefully you enjoy a slightly longer episode sometimes, which, you know, adds some flavor to the channel, you know. Changing it up every now and then. We definitely be resting at the bonfire though, like 100% guaranteed. 100% guaranteed. We don't have much of a choice. If we don't rest, we're dead. I'd have loved to lift gear, yeah, but it doesn't look like that's going to be an option. So I think you go Metallicize, you go Shrug It Off, you go Metallicize, you go Pommel Strike, you go Dual Wield, you make a copy of Anger, you Anger twice. That's how you do that. That's the only way you could have handled that situation, let's be honest with each other. Shockwave is so good actually. I'm actually so upset that it took me that long to realize that Shockwave is this good. Because Shockwave is really good. Rampage and Bash. There we go. Easy peasy. We also got a nice heal of that. Evolve. Shuffle 2 wounds and draw power whenever you draw a wound, draw card. That only works if you have an unlimited hand. I'm pretty sure, game. I'm pretty sure. Another dual wield. I don't think so. I think he says thank you, but no thank you. We have one more fight. Oh, it's the flower. Oh my god, free demon form. Are you serious? Look, there ain't a day in my life. There ain't a day in my life when I say no to a free demon form, baby. Now, please give me a free upgraded demon form when I fight like the 3rd floor boss. I'll be very happy, man. I'm just saying. So you obviously dual wield here. That's the obvious choice. Metallicize. Use Burning Pact to get rid of this. You draw 2 cards. You get Flex. You go Pommel Strike. You see if you get... Oh, I would have loved that. But I don't have the mana for it, so we're going to improve this here. So we're going to get 6 plus 8. We're actually going to take very little damage. Only 7 damage in total, which is not bad. Really, really not bad. For flower fight, that is 100% acceptable in my eyes. He needs to die now, though. He's not going to die now. That's bad. Intimidate him. How about I intimidate you, man? How about I shockwave you too? How about I metallicize? How about I strike you? Yeah, we aren't taking no damage from you, Mr. Flower Man. The snake plant is one of the stronger enemies, actually. I know I said that about almost every enemy in the game, but this is one of those that I'm actually serious about. This is the most horrible luck I've ever seen in my whole life. Okay, he's still dead because I did 21 damage for him. Oh, demon form. It's like, ooh, Fiend Fire. Wild Strike Plus is so good. It's so good for literally, you're asking me like, take Wild Strike Plus for 17 damage, we can get 1 wound card. Yes, any day. But for now, that's going to be the end of this episode of Slay the Spire. If you guys enjoyed the episode, please hit the like button. I think we have a decent thing going for us here. I don't know. We're going to find out as we go, but I'm really, really happy with this build so far. If you guys enjoyed that episode, hit the like button, helps out a bunch, and of course subscribe if you haven't already, so you can be updated as soon as new episodes of Slay the Spire release. Slay the Spire comes out twice a day on my channel, and I hope you have all been enjoying it. If you want to pick up the game, check it out in the description below. It's great, it's awesome, it's fun, and you're going to love it. And I'll see you all tomorrow, where we take on the 2nd floor boss and kick his ass, and make our way to the beyond.